Happy to do it. Just let me know when and where. I know when, but let me know when. I needed that. Fair enough, mate. Testing, 1, 2, 3, standard comms, wicked.
Help us level the playing field. Sign the parliamentary petition today to fuel the growth and fund the game.
Welcome, one and all, to David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club for the final game of this sixth round of the 2026 Senol NPL Women's Victoria season, for a contest that sees FC Bulleen Lions hosting the Bentleigh Greens. My name is Joey Lynch. Thank you ever so much for joining me this evening, no matter where you happen to be it here in Melbourne, Victoria, somewhere around Australia, or indeed tuning in on the NPL Victoria YouTube page, anywhere around the world. And we come to what is a glorious Monday evening at the Veneto Club. Fantastic to have the NPL Women's Victoria playing back at 8:30 on a Monday night at the Veneto Club. It's been too long, well, for Bulleen, for two teams that really are going in somewhat separate directions at the moment. FC Bulleen Lions lost their first two games of the season, but since then they've rattled off 3 straight, and they're riding the highs of a 3-1 win over Essendon last week. The Bentleigh Greens, meanwhile, well, they're still looking for their first win of the campaign. They did keep it tight against Alamein last week, a 2-1 defeat, their best performance of the season, at least as far as the scoreboard goes. So they will be hoping, no doubt, to build upon that momentum and try to take something off the high-flying Lionesses this evening. No changes, as one might expect, from a side riding a 3-game winning run for Bulleen. It's Alyssa Daloste in goal, and in front of her, Kat Ranahan, Claudia Miocic, Sarah Kane, Maddie Rakic, JG Garin, Olivia Bomford, Tiffany Elianis, Maya Markovski, who has scored braces in 3 straight games, Rosie Roger and Alana Cordolino. 2 changes for the Bentleigh Greens from that side that lost to Alamein last week. Belinda Stojcevski comes into the side, as does Sofia Cuba. And alongside them, Diana Bodoliko starts for the 2nd straight week in goal. There's Felicity Georgopoulos, Paige Clemenson, Rachel Sturton, Candela Ferreira-Bass, the skipper, Yuka Sato, Angeliki Hondulas, Karina Tolios, and Georgia Gugliani. Olivia Woolacott and Christina Sousa are the 2 that drop out of the 11, and they start amongst the substitutes here this evening. So it should be a good contest, as we see both sides assuming their formations. It will be the Bentleigh Greens, as one might expect, wearing green, getting this contest underway. They will be kicking from left to right of your screen in this opening stanza. FC Bulleen Lions wearing their traditional maroon kits, kicking from right to left. And the whistle blows and Monday Night Football commences at the Veneto Club. And we will have the early turnover as that ball just strays out on Hondulas, unable to just keep it in. And it will be an early throw-in for Maddie Rakic, who finds Markovski. She dug it out, but could only send it to a player in green. Moving the ball from left to right, Bulleen, getting it to Alana Cordolino, one of the other Bulleen players on the score sheet this season. Scored at this ground against Keilor Park back in round 3. The Lionesses' first win of the campaign. She'll be on one attacking flank, Rosie Roger on the other. Markovski giving chase to that one. Georgopoulos getting in the road. And Georgopoulos doing enough to win herself a throw-in. So, opportunity for the Greens to have a bit of possession, but they're going to have to work their way out of this cordon that will be assembled by the Lionesses. Hurled down the touchline. Bouncing ball. The Greens have done well. And there's space now on the right flank if they can move it quickly. All comes out to Belinda Stojcevski, back from suspension. Made her first appearance back in round 4. Got 2 yellow cards, missed round 5 through suspension. Straight back into the starting lineup upon her return. Miocic got it to Rakic, who kept the play moving. Kat Ranahan. Long ball forward, the foot race is on. Appeals for offside by the Greens. Cordolino, though, timed her run well. Trying to cut it back. She had Markovski and Roger arriving. Eliadis with a late run too. Now Maddie Rakic has a bit of time. Kane shows for the ball. Instead, she goes across to Kat Ranahan. Nice turn inside by Bomford, but she runs into 2 defenders. Laid out to the left, Roger. Able to keep it in and then turn and face goal. Showing the touchline. Doesn't fancy it, goes inside to Eliadis instead. Little 1-2, looking for Markovski. She's going to have to cut this one back. Acute angle, no. Not sure, maybe a cross-comb shot. Alana Cordolino was arriving. Looked like it might have sailed over her head. Regardless, it's rendered redundant because Diana Bodolico made the strong claim. Sent straight back. Ball was running, but it's cleared away. Trying to work the ball quickly in transition are the Greens, but Bulleen able to swallow it up. Mijicic tried to keep it along the turf. Kane couldn't wrangle it. Yuka Sato getting it back for Bentleigh Greens. Ferreira Bass winds up. What a save! A long-range screamer by the Bentleigh Greens skipper, forcing Alyssa Deloste to get across to her left and grab one for the highlight reel in the 4th minute of this game. Corner for the Bentleigh Greens on their attacking right flank. Collection of players on the edge of the 6-yard box, 3 of them wearing green. Sent in towards the near post. Came off the head of Renahan and will be another corner. Candela Ferreira Bass was the intended recipient of the ball from Tolios. Now the ball in, off the crossbar, back into play. Players giving chase. Sturton was there, she couldn't wrangle it, whip back in. Cordolino takes a touch. Playing at central, Rakic coming up. Kane. Bulleen looking to build. Claudia Mijicic. Renahan. Tiffany Eliadis. Cordolino. Greens back in numbers. Shutting down the angles. High ball in. Markovski chesting it down. Swinging a leg at it was Eliadis, but it's a comfortable collection for Bodolico. Sturton, the intended recipient, couldn't flick it on. Renahan came in, knocked it back to Markovski. And now gets to Cordolino, looking for the cutback for Bomford, but nipping in front was Yuka Sato. Now the ball in, over the head of Roger, Honduras. Initially lost control of it, but it didn't go far, so she goes and gets it. Can only find Sarah Kane with the clearance, however. Eliana's just directing traffic, that veteran. Multiple-time gold medalist. Rosie Roger on the left, tried to beat Honduras, couldn't do so. Nice triangle for the Greens as it comes to Sato. Side for Ferreira Bass and Kane. 2 gold medalists going at it. And then another gold medalist now on the ball in Eliadis. Plenty of individual honours to be found on this pitch tonight at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. Bit of confusion as to whose ball it was. JJ Garron eventually leaves it. It was a nice little move inside from Clemenson, but she couldn't find a teammate. Second straight start for Clemenson, the first time she's been able to put together back-to-back appearances in the 11 this season. Oh, Cordolino, she's so quick. Looking for the byline, whipping it in, players arriving. Honduras just getting in, an important touch before Roger could pounce. Eliadis. Cool, calm and collected. Look for Kane. Looked like she was going to drag it wide. Gets another go. Look for Markovski. Rogers there. Will not count. The flag had been raised. So the Greens will go long, clear their lines. Very well hit ball. Players giving chase. Sturton and Clemenson. Defensive header, though, was a good one. Seeing off the threat. Mijicic getting it out to Rakic. Points where she wants Rogers run. And then opts to go central. Not the best of passes. Picked out. Ferreira Bass getting it from Tolios. And that's another not at all effective of options as it rolls through to the Bulleen keeper, Doloste. Ferreira Bass for Clemenson. Poked clear from her. Real battle in these early exchanges between the two sides. Maybe belying that form guide that I ran you through at the start of the broadcast. 3 straight wins for Bulleen. Still looking for their first on the campaign for the Bentleigh Greens. More space now on the right. Garin looking to feed Cordolino. She's quick, looking for Eliadis, but an important intervention. Belinda Stoichevsky commanding no-nonsense defending. Sending it clear. Bomford coming under pressure from Ferreira Bass. Kane, first time pass, finds Bomford. Nice turn from Bomford. Back to Kane. Doesn't mind a shot from there. Instead, she looks for Roger. She'll wind up. Rosie Roger forces the save. Monaliko getting across. Maybe bending wide from the post, but as a keeper, as one might expect, taking no chances, and the hosts, FC Bulleen Lions, will have themselves a corner with 10 minutes having passed by on the scoreboard here at the Veneto Club. So the corner taken short, plenty of time, and it's still charged down. Not something Coach Caitlin Friend will enjoy of seeing from the dugout. Markovski holding the play up, forced a long way back from her position as the spear tip, and then opting to take the throw in herself. Shoving the back of Cordolino, but a fair one for our official. Throw in for the Bentleigh Greens. Ferreira Bass surrounded, still able to flick it off. Tolios to Sato. Stoichevsky has Honduras. Feeds her. Now looking for Clemenson. Delos was swarmed, had to get rid of it in a hurry. Did. Dangerous ball central, and it's picked out by the Greens. Ferreira Bass battling Eliadis, still able to get away. Ferreira Bass. Twice now she's wound up and hasn't missed the goals by much. Her first time around forcing Delos to make a save. That one just wide of the left upright. And the Greens, they are knocking on the door. He's opening 15 minutes. Markovski's attempts to find Cordolino. Picked out. Rosie Rogers going to win it straight back. Markovski trying to get back on the right foot. Eliadis thought about the shot, thought better. Bomford has an effort, and it's another fantastic save. Monaliko retreating and just sticking a big paw out and knocking that one away. Both custodians coming up with the goods early on in this contest to keep it at 0-0. And it gives us another opportunity to watch Bulleen have a corner. No taking it short this time. It's whipped in. Players arriving. Big pack. Eliadis was lurking, then appeals for the handball. Up for grabs at the top of the box. Bomford was arriving, but it's the Greens who come up with it. Now Sato gets it moving in transition again. Clemenson. Closed down by Garron, but she's won the ball and keeps going. Early cross, had to send it in under pressure and just no one there. And I'm not going to repeat it verbatim what was said by, I think, Sarah Kane, but too easy was her message to her teammates. Not happy with the way they defended that transition. It was a bluer version of it, hence me not going verbatim. Angeliki Honduras, Kiki, as her teammates say as they call for the ball. Hurls it in. It's quickly taken back by Bulleen. See that good structure from the Bentleigh Greens, forcing Bulleen wide. And then the ball getting picked out. Guliana over on that left defensive flank. She's had her hands full in these opening 15 minutes. Cordolino's pace, a real weapon. One that got her an A-League Women contract with Western United, and there it is on show once more. Stoichevsky again commanding with her clearance. Cordolino stood up by Cuba. Back out to Eliadis, looking at the goals. First effort blocked, second one flashed just across the face of goal. And it's been an all-action opening 15 minutes here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club, but no goals as of yet. But one does get the feeling that it is just a matter of time. Really entertaining opening between these two sides. Hoofed clear. Eliada sent it into the back of Ferreira Bass, but was able to recover. JJ Garron getting it from Cordolino. She's charged down. Who's going to come up with it? It'll be a free kick. So Telios refusing to give up on it, eventually giving away the free kick. And it will now be an intriguing position for this set piece. You got Olivia Bomford standing over it, Tasmanian. Not beyond her, but it would take something right out of her top drawer. An assortment of Bulleen players waiting on the edge of the penalty area. So Bomford keeps it along the ground. Look for Eliadis. First time effort. The set piece move is executed to aplomb. And FC Bulleen Lions, having knocked on the door, banged on the door, finally break through and take a 1-0 lead in this contest. Bomford's assist, Eliadis times her run, drags it back. And here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club, it is the hosts, FC Bulleen Lions 1, the Bentleigh Greens 0. And now how can the Greens respond? They have been doing plenty of knocking themselves, of course. Ferreira Bass in particular, twice coming very close to breaking the deadlock. Can they answer back quickly? Or will they find themselves stunned by a combination? It's Markovski trying to deliver the latter, coming forward, forcing their opponents to put the ball into touch for a throw-in. Bulleen have scored at least 3 goals in their last 3 games. So we do know they can score in bunches. Eliadis now. It's 2 goals in 2 games for her. She was one of the players on the score sheet last week against the Royals. Eliadis. Bulleen. Ooh, well, Kane's out. Kane has got the goal. I was about to write it off, but an absolute fumble by Bentleigh sees the ground stunned into silence on both sides as it's 2-0. The combination delivered. Not so much a left hook and a right hook, but a left hook and then one of those comical wind-up punches that takes about 10 seconds of preparation before it lands. It just sort of hung up in the air, that maybe Bentleigh losing it in the lights. And just like that, the advantage is doubled. And Kane has her 3rd on the season, scoring against Melbourne City, Kilo Park, and now the Bentleigh Greens. Roger. Markovski making a drive-in run as space opens up in front of the speedy winger. And she's going to get brought down, and that's going to be a free kick. A bit further out, but similar position to where Bomford provided the assist for Eliadis' opener. One imagines it won't work a second time, and indeed it's on a bit more of an acute angle as well. Maybe a little closer, actually, now that we see it actually positioned. Nonetheless, it's the Tasmanians standing over it once more. Olivia Bomford, signed from South Melbourne in the off-season. Started every game of the campaign for the Lionesses. So Bomford whipping it in again, looking for Eliadis over her head. Mijicic cuts it back. Couldn't find a teammate. Roger into the side netting. And a couple of Bulleen fans in the stands fools from their positioning. But the reaction from the Lionesses said it all. Just unable to drag it inside that right upright, and the score remains 2-0. Rakic. Kane steaming through. Sarah Kane flicked it on. Only as far as Honduras. And Georgiopoulos getting across, booting it away. Ricochets off the thigh of Markovski, and it'll be a Bentleigh Greens ball. Tolios playing at central. Clemenson heads it up, met by Kane. Tolios bundled over, but got it moving forward. Ferreira Bass there as well. Sturton didn't have a lot of options. Maybe thought about the shot. It was surrounded. And the danger seen off. Bulleen will carry it forward once more. Rakic looking for the run of Markovski. Maya Markovski, Bodoliko's off her line, and the attack will be whistled dead as the offside flag is raised. And you just know Markovski, she's got 6 on the season, braces in 3 straight games. She, the type of striker that will have watched her teammates score and will be now chomping at the bit, chomping through the bit to get on the score sheet herself. Tolios bringing it down for the Greens. And the way that ball was struck, it looked like that might have been a long-range effort, but it wasn't struck sweetly. And the attack comes to naught. Rakic. Roger drifting out into the space on the left. Honduras getting back across to shut it down. Into the penalty area, Rosie Roger. The cut back. Cleared away by Cuba. Back 5 of the Bentleigh Greens standing strong. Another throw in for the Greens. That must have been so dispiriting for Bentleigh. You've been playing well. You go down a goal. So be it, trying to answer back. But then just 1 in a million goal from Sarah Kane. Just like that, you're in a 2-goal hole. Must be deflating, but if nothing else, you've still got plenty of time to come back into this one. Still 65 minutes football plus first and second half stoppage time to get back into this one. Markovski to Cordolino. Dances away from a couple of challenges before getting it to Markovski. Rakic looking for the run of Roger. Roliko off her line and she being closed down. Didn't want to go down and pick it up. She might not have reached it in time. So instead the boot comes out. And it will be a corner for Bulleen. So a massive body's inside the 6-yard box. That's where the ball is sent. Markovski, I think, got a glancing header on it. Diana Bodoliko was positioned well. Just swallowed it up. Booning it clear. Sato got a touch on it, but couldn't steer it past the defenders and give Paige Clemenson something to run onto. JJ Garron comes barreling through and then gets it to Cordolino. Again, she'll look up. Roger and Markovski in the box, but neither of them will receive it as Stoichevsky getting in and laying the tackle. The respite, though, lasts all of a few seconds. Cordolino now, get the ball across. Markovski! When Maya Markovski is in the form that she is in, you expect the net to ripple in those situations, but the striker just putting the ball wide. She will be kicking herself, and the score remains 2-0. And a warning shot, if you are the Bentleigh Greens, do not allow Maya Markovski to get touches in that area, because it is very doubtful she will give you a second chance. Garron, just speculative into playing the ball into space more than towards a teammate. And the ball is promptly turned over as a result. That is a good ball for Honduras. Keeps it in, gets it to Clemenson. Tried the back heel, got away from her. Mijicic takes it away. Bomford around the corner. JJ Garron. Kowski was calling for it. Instead, there's space to exploit, so that's where the right back goes. Kane. Bomford. Put the ball behind Garron. And Rachel Sturton, who is there providing pressure, will watch it roll over the line. Half an hour gone here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. If you are just joining us, it is 2-0 to the hosts, FC Bulleen Lions. Goals from Tiff Eliadis and Sarah Kane. Greens had their chances, especially in those early exchanges. Ferreira Bass forcing Delost into an incredible save and then flashing an effort wide of the left upright. Both of those chances from range, but maybe have gone off the boil slightly since Sarah Kane's looping ball was lost by Botolico and bounced into her net. Real gut punch of a goal. Cordolino, Stoichevsky trying to close her down. Will force her wide, if nothing else. Clever turn from Cordolino. Ball in. Look at Markovski. And it's just headed away. Thought it might have been Cuba getting the last touch. The assistant signalled for a goal kick, but our referee has pulled rank and awarded a corner, so it was Cuba with the last touch. Looked like she was protesting. So a slightly different corner routine from Bulleen this time. Sent to the top of the 6-yard box. Eliadis sort of chested it on goal, it looked like in the end, as she rose up. But the Greens getting numbers back, scrambling it clear. Kane whipping it in, had Eliadis and Roger in the vicinity. Sturton closed down in a hurry. Both players, Roger and Sturton, went to ground. Play on was the call. Clemenson bowled over by Rakic as she flicked it on, and that's going to be a free kick. The order comes in from further up the field for Sophia Cuba to take it. And the Greens getting numbers forward now. Both arms up from Cuba. Big stretch. It's a good delivery too to the top of the box. Players fly. Ricocheting around. Up for grabs. Markovski. Nice turn to take it away from Georgopoulos. Plays it into space for Cordolino. Nice cutback from Cordolino. Looking for goal. It's blocked away. Nice Stoichevsky. We'll say though, Cordolino, not many players in this competition that could go with her, but Giorgio Giuliani certainly did. Bolts of lightning coming off their heels on that last exchange. Another corner for the Lionesses. Again, delivered towards the top of the 6-yard box. Markovski's header in on goal. Peeled for something. Doesn't matter. JJ Garron. Cross comes shot over the top of the goal, out for a goal kick. Roger goes down, penalty. Cuba protests her innocence, but the decision has been raised. Rosie Roger making a nuisance of herself. Thrown down atop the penalty area, and FC Bulleen Lions, with just about 10 minutes of regulation remaining in this first half, will have the opportunity to go 3-0 up. Markovski has pulled rank. She will be taking the spot kick. We saw her miss from point-blank range a few minutes ago. What can she do from the penalty spot? Markovski winding up and scoring. Markovski from the spot, 3-0 to the FC Bulleen Lions. And they are cruising, heading towards half-time. Roger wins the penalty. Markovski converts. And Bulleen now, for the 4th straight game, have 3 goals on the board, and with just under an hour of football still to play, one imagines they are going to go hunting for more. Scored 4 goals in their wins over Keilor Park and Melbourne City. Going a long way to reverse the damage of their 2 losses to open the campaign against Melbourne Victory and Avondale. Their goal difference is now up to +9. On the live ladder as well, this has moved FC Bulleen Lions into the top 4, up onto 12 points, 1 point back of second and third placed Burundara and Alamein, 3 points back of top of the table Box Hill. Georgopoulos coming across to clear it away. It's going to go straight back. As Bulleen look to build up once more. Eliadis around the corner into the bread basket of Roger. Cleared away by Cuba. Clemenson's going to give chase. It's going to be awkward for Mijicic. Goes back to Delost. Who set maybe Mijicic a bit of a task, but one that she's more than capable of meeting. Liana picking that one out. Only momentarily, though. Markovski. Trying the skill moves. And using the body to make some space before looking for Roger. Georgopoulos clears it away and then continues her run. Ferreira Bass instead knocked it forward, hoping for Clemenson. Rakic. Really good work to shield the ball from Honduras. Just bounced off her, did the Greens defender. Renahan to Markovski. Cortolino. Over the byline, whipped in, nobody waiting for it, wearing maroon. Markovski lets it fall. Knocked clear by Tolias. Ball in, Roger over the crossbar. Sato, the intended recipient. Kane fouls her. Cuba puts her boot through it. Clemenson, the intended target, will have to battle with Rakic. And Rakic again wins the ball before Bomford. If any player in their league's going to chase that one down, it's Cortolino, but she won't get the chance. Bonalico also making the calculations and deciding she needed to come out and clear the ball away. Ball in. Roger lurking. Bonalico making the claim. Eliadis, it's a good ball. Finding Bomford. Playing it central for Kane. Shot charged down by Stochevski. Sato does well. Shielding the ball before sending it out to Honduras on the right. Greens coming under a lot of pressure as this half continues, but a bit of a release now. Clemenson battling for it. Bit of confusion. Is it a corner? Is it a throw-in? Referees in communication. And it looks like we'll have a corner. So the Greens were insistent that it wasn't a throw-in. In the end, the officials agree. So opportunity to get numbers forward. Good delivery in as well, but they lost. Judging it well, getting underneath it and claiming it. Tolios the one that sent it in. Garin. Cordolino. Runs into the brick wall that is Stochevsky. And Sato getting across to provide the support when Cordolino doesn't give up on it. As the ball stayed in, no, it hasn't. It will be a corner. It was Bomford that came flying in to provide the support, and then it was Sato in her efforts to avoid that. Give away the corner. Whether it's taken quickly, Eliadis dinking it up, spills out to the back peg. Kane was there. Garin arrives, charged down. Sato, lovely turn from Sato, then tries to just splay a crossfield pass into the run of Honduras. High degree of difficulty on it and was immediately charged down. Held down the flank as we prepare to get the signal of how much added time we will observe at the end of this opening half. 1 minute is the decree. So 60 seconds for one of these two sides to do something. Can Roger provide the impetus? Markovski's there as well. They're all crashing around for it. And in the end, a foul has been called against the Bulleen striker. And one imagines that will probably eat up enough clock to see us to the halftime break. The ball bouncing out behind the goals. Nobody there to fetch it quickly. Nominally, all this time will get observed once we resume, but practically. Oh, but Bulleen are forced to turnover. Bomford to Kane. Is there time for one last throw of the dice? And if Giuliani has anything to say, has anything to say about it. And the halftime break comes with FC Bulleen Lions leading 3-0. Goals from Tiff Eliadis, Sarah Kane and Maya Markovski from the penalty spot as coach Caitlin Friendside cruise in after 45 minutes here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. The Greens certainly pressed in those opening exchanges. A couple of good chances to Candela Ferreira-Bass, but the first goal wobbling them. The second goal, the bizarre nature of it, Sarah Kane's looping, well, misplaced shot, to be frank, fooling Bodolico and just bouncing through her and beyond her, really knocking them off her game. Seeing us to the half. About 15 or so minutes until we resume the action here by the Eastern Freeway. Sure to join us on the other side here on the NPL Victoria YouTube page for all the action from this round 6 Senol NPL Women's Victoria contest. Welcome back, one and all, to David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club for the second half of this round 6 Senol NPL Women's Victoria contest, the last game of the 6th round of the season between FC Bulleen Lions and the Bentleigh Greens. And if you are just joining us, you join us with the hosts, FC Bulleen Lions, up 3 goals to the good as we commence the second 45 minutes. Goals from Tiffany Eliadis on the ball right now. Sarah Kane with a weird and wacky goal for the second, and then Maya Markovski from the penalty spot, putting Coach Caitlin Friend's side well on their way to another 3 points. The Bentleigh Greens, they're still looking for their first win of the campaign. Will take something miraculous, one would think, to do that this evening, but still plenty to play for in this second half, trying to build up a bit of momentum. But they're on the back foot now as Bomford pokes it through, and Rosie Roger was lurking, but Bentleigh out to jump on it and snuff the danger out. My name is Joe Lynch once more. Thank you for your company tonight on the NPL Victoria YouTube page. As we see if Maya Markovski, who has that 1 goal from the penalty spot, can grab another and make it 4 straight games with a brace. She'll watch on though as Yuka Sato gets on the ball for the Bentleigh Greens. Some real dogged and determined work from the Japanese midfielder, and she's going to win herself a free kick just inside her side's half of the pitch. Honduras getting back, sending it to Bentleigh, but the press from Bulleen is fearsome, something to keep an eye on. Ferreira Bass on the ball, knocking it forward. Notice there's been a change in the back line for FC Bulleen Lions as well at the half. Emily Bunnell coming in to the side. It was an unused sub last week. Started in round 1 before missing rounds 2, 3, 4. She's come in at centre back, replacing Kat Ranahan. So the Minnesota native getting some minutes. Sorry, no, she's not come on for Kat Ranahan. She's gone on to right back. Which would mean that it is JG Garron that has made way. Bomford. Bunnell. Got the ball forward to Markovski, but she was coming back from an offside position. Cordolino. Bomford. Bunnell. Spears it out to the left. Eliadis. Closed down in a hurry. Sturton trying to turn it around the corner, but Bomford is there. Eliadis. Markovski for the byline, whipping it across. Cleared away. Sturton had a ricochet off her thigh and around the corner, but Mijicic aware of it. So Kane getting on the ball in the midfield. Midfield that has seen a change at half-time for the Bentleigh Greens as well. Olivia Woolacott coming into the fray. And there's players going everywhere, and the decree from our referee being that it's resulted in a goal kick. Nice work to get it to Bomford, who's going to back herself. She had Roger to her left. Went for goal. Monolico unable to snatch it out of the air, but does block it away for a corner. Ball whipped in. Eliadis got a glancing header on it. Players are slipping and sliding everywhere. Players allowed to continue. Sato, clever ball around the corner. H. Clemenson letting the play develop in front of her before trying to find Sato. Renahan read it well. Ball played out to the left. Maddie Rakic, who has moved out there. So a lot of reshuffling for the Lionesses, looking for Maya Markovski. She kept it in, she has. Maddie Rakic, decent delivery in, headed away. And we'll have another corner. Stojcevski making sure that nobody wearing maroon would get on the end of that one. Comes to Nort. So Georgopoulos standing over it. Sends it out to the right before it's knocked central for Ferreira Bass. Markovski. Touch took it away from Georgopoulos, but Yuka Sato nipped in. It's going to sit up at the top of the penalty area. Sato. Sturton holding it up. Ferreira Bass. Bomford. Eliadis. Dinking it over the top. Bulleen getting some numbers into the penalty area, but as are the Greens. Roger on the right boot. In the end, just putting it too close to Diana Botalico. Giuliani's throw over Tolios. Bomford does ever so well to take it away from several Greens. Eliadis sends her pass straight into the stomach of Clemenson. Sturton trying to take advantage, battling with Miocic, and Miocic used the body very well and won a free kick, but she has gone down in some level of discomfort. Thankfully, immediately to her feet. Miocic has been cursed with the injury bug in recent seasons. She started all 6 games now for the Lionesses in 2026, which means she's already managed more than the 3 appearances she made last year. Of course, she spent time on the books of Perth Glory and Western United, so highly talented player for Caitlin Friend to be able to call upon in the defensive line. Of course, one imagines that there are many players out there this evening that would be in the A-League Women presently, had it not been for the hibernation of Western United for the 2025-26 campaign. Glancing header by Markovski. Roger trying to turn on the Jets. Good ball. Eliadis first time. Charged down by Georgopoulos. Wanted Markovski again. Good defending by the Greens to see off the danger. And they got us some numbers forward here. Does Bentleigh. Ferreira Basses. Ball out to Clemenson on the right. Sturton awaits in the middle. Looking for it. Sato on the follow-up. Well, it was good defending in the end. Emily Bunnell seeing off the danger. Because if that ball had managed to find its way through to Rachel Sturton, one imagines that she is dragging one back for the visitors. Taken short, Bomford, first time ball. Kat Ranahan to Cordolino. Got it lost underneath her feet. Went back to get it. Giuliani applying the pressure. Those 2 speedsters on the flank. Comes out to Eliadis. Ranahan's delivery. Look at Markovski. Markovski tried the little dink. Could not miss from that range. Maya Markovski braces in 4 straight games for this lethal striker. And FC Bulleen Lions get their first of the second stanza, their 4th of the night. And Maya Markovski moves into sole possession of first placed on the NPL Women's Victoria goal scoring charts. She drew level with Box Hill's Erin Kite with her 7th of the season and now moves ahead of her. And the Greens get us going once more. And I'm not sure if it was a planned move, given that we're about to hit the hour mark, but FC Bulleen Lions preparing another change in the immediate aftermath of that goal. Nobody looks to be up, warming up for the Bentleigh Greens at this stage. Roger to the top of the box to Bomford. facing goal. Plenty of defenders in the road. Stochevsky got rid of it before Markovski could pounce. Kat Renahan has time to look up to the top of the box, headed away. Ferreira Bass, anywhere but here, says the Bentleigh skipper. Sturton giving chase. Rakic back to Dalost. Bunnell sends it back out to the left. Cordolino on the ball for Bulleen, who will get on the winners list, joining Alamein, who beat Preston 3-0. Box Hill, who beat Melbourne Victory 4-1. Melbourne City, who got the first win in their program's history with a 1-0 win over Keilor Park. Bomford, can she make it 5? No. Coming out quickly was Bodolico to make the save, seeing off the danger. As the sub now has the opportunity to be made. And it will be Rosie Roger make him way, replaced by Nia Salah. So the super sub has been on the bench for every game this season for FC Bulleen Lions, but still comes on regularly and comes on once more. She will come on with her side in possession of the ball for a throw-in, very deep on their attacking right flank. And the other winners, before I forget, Heidelberg beat Spring Hills 4-2, and Essendon got a 3-1 win over Avondale. And Bentleigh Greens looking like they're making a couple of changes as well. Just see Paige Clemenson come off, Adina Ali replacing her. Looks like Christina Sousa has also come on, with Karina Tolios darting off behind the goals. And the throw-in, meanwhile, quickly turns into a corner. Bulleen was looking for Markovski on a hat-trick. Displays it wide, albeit if she had managed to drag it goalward, she had plenty of players wearing green getting in the road. And they'll try to play it short with the Bentleigh Greens, and that is playing with fire. Nia Salah immediately coming up to apply the pressure. Georgopoulos hoofs it long. Sousa, the intended recipient, couldn't claim it or nodded on with a header. And instead, Bulleen will come up with it. See, maybe a little bit of frustration before that last goal kick from Honduras. Just pointing where the ball needed to go. A frustrating night for the Greens, who have never really recovered from that quickfire opening double the Lionesses scored. Ball up for grabs near the penalty spot. Markovski dragged wide. Deflected out, Cordolino. Kat Renahan sends it to the top of the box. And the Greens see it off. It was Sousa that got on the end of Renahan's delivery. Salah giving chase. Honduras there for the Greens. And it'll be a corner kick. So ball whipped in. Malika with a punch. It's met by Kane, who skies it onto the tennis courts. Well, some lessons still taking place when we kicked off earlier this evening, but they have long since cleared out. Nothing to interrupt behind the goals there on the Eastern Freeway side of the ground here at David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. Kane. Got a needed touch to send it back to Bunnell. It goes back to Delost. Oof. Good touch from Delost. Bunnell's ball. Cortolino wanted to turn it around the corner for Ranahan. Got her angles wrong. Stochevsky. Gugliani. Got it central to Woolacott. The Greens can't play their way through the midfield. Bomford. Eliadis. Ali applying the pressure. Eliadis didn't hit that sweetly. Markovski couldn't recover and control it. But I think referee wanted to play advantage there. Matty Rakic, though, was having none of it. And instead, the Greens will have to get back and defend a free kick in a very dangerous area. This one's certainly shooting areas, which is why Maya Markovski on a hat-trick has gone across and will stand alone over this ball. Absolutely zero prizes for figuring out what she's going to try to do with this one. Maya Markovski on a hat-trick with the free kick. Superb from Maya Markovski. Over the wall beyond Botalico, and for the first time this season, but I'm guessing not the last, Maya Markovski has a hat-trick. Bulleen have their fifth. And here comes the changing of the guard. 3 substitutes. Did Maya Markovski just dab? Oh my God, and she did it again. That's a fine. Surely that's a fine, Caitlin Friend. Anyway, substitutions being made. Kat Ranahan coming off. Tiff Eliadis coming off as well. Matty Rakic has come off. An emptying of the bench for Bulleen. Liam Aldiri coming on. Cleo Angel and Ashley Jordan. Maldiri coming back from injury. Another player coming back from injury, Annabelle Yates. She got some minutes in the 20s earlier today. So Coach Caitlin Friends getting reinforcements from the training room as well. Medina Ali battling on this flank for the Greens. The second half substitute. Watches that throw in Sale Pasta. Now on the ball, poking it through. Sturton takes it away from Cortolino eventually. For Ali. She can't bring it in. We'll give chase. Jordan was closed down in a hurry, but was able to get it out to Kane. Cleo Angel out there on the left. It's an was a substitute last week. So 2 straight sub appearances for her. He's got a couple of starts in the under-20s this year. There's the 17-year-old. Kane Sato in her face. Just put the ball into space and it'll go out for a goal kick. So just about to tick over to 70 minutes played here on the scoreboard at the Veneto Club. 5-0 to FC Bulleen Lions. Goals to Tiff Eliadis, Sarah Kane, and then a hat-trick to Maya Markovski. Kane loses out. Sato, she's been so industrious, so busy all night. Former Bulleen player, sandwiched around some time with Auckland United. Ferreira Bass, bowled over, stays down. A bit of pain in the left shoulder. Landed on it awkwardly. Well, Gugliani lifted her up by it, so can't be hurt too badly. Yuka Sato now, and well, this is in her wheelhouse. She's got plenty of teammates waiting in the penalty area, but would be well within her rights to go for goal. Floats it into the corridor of uncertainty, headed away by the Bulleen defence. Kane knocks it further clear. Sato calling for it on the left. Eventually the ball is sent to her, but it was going to be very difficult to wrangle that one, and she has to watch it roll beyond her. And Dalost is just going to take a pauser on it before knocking it across. Bomford closed down by Ali. Sliding challenge from Sato. It was a fair one, and she took out Ashley Jordan. Sousa back to Georgopoulos. Sousa again, but Angel coming up with it. Salah can't chase that one down. That's Jordan, second appearance off the bench for her after starting the first 4 weeks of the season. Back at Bulleen. Spent some time overseas, and Sturton industrious, full of endeavour, but giving away the free kick. She took out Claudia Mijicic. Kane, first time pass. Goes all the way back to Bonnell. Sato intercepts. Yuka Sato sliding it through Ali. She's got 1 goal this season. Looked for a teammate instead of going herself. There's plenty of maroon shirts back to frustrate her when she gets the second bite of the cherry. Georgopoulos out to the right flank. Picked out. Appeals for a free kick. Ones that are heated. Handball. Mijicic knocks it forward. Salah's going to give chase, but just unable to keep it in. Players from both sides battling for it as we approach the final 15 minutes of this contest. Long range attempts, but Aliko makes the claim. Ash Jordan looking to get in on the act. Awkward bounce for the Bentleigh Greens goalkeeper, but her judgment was good. Ali does well to work her opponent under the ball. But Bomford getting across to provide the support. She has been busy since she's come on. Picked up from Ringwood City during the off-season. Ferreira Bass knocks it central to Sturton, who tried to work Miocic under the ball. Didn't quite come off. Near Salah. Lets the play develop before knocking it out to Maldiri on the right. Does well to take it away from Ali. Maldiri flicking it on for Cordolino. Back onto the left. Bomford. High looping ball. Just inviting Markovski to make a darting run at it, but Aliko takes the chest mark. Ball kept in. Stochevsky. And Stochevsky can have a bit of time to pick out an option. Goes for Ali. Attempt to turn central, snuffed out by Kane. Bomford, seeing a lot of the ball tonight. One of Bulleen's best. Bunnell. A few touches on the ball. Sign from Mal Backens in Sweden. Markovski, could you get a fourth? Nope. Just wide of that right upright. Markovski just yelling out, Bunnell, do it again. So, obviously like that service. Georgopoulos, first time pass forward. Angel trying to win it back for Bulleen. Salah there as well. Ondoulis for the Bentleigh Greens. Couldn't come up with it cleanly. Bunnell tries to knock the ball through behind Bentleigh's lines, but it's picked out. Salah keeps it in. Sato bursting forward, has Ali on the left. Just knocked over as she attempted to lay the pass. Knocked the headband loose. And that's going to be a yellow card for Sarah Kane. So, Felicity Georgopoulos, making her sixth straight start for Bentleigh since signing from Burundara in the off-season, coming forward to take this free kick in an interesting position. Just a two-player wall for the Lionesses. Georgopoulos looking for a teammate at the top of the box, flicked on, and then punted away. Markovski, it's not a very good header. It's going to sell their teammates into a bit of pressure, but they'll respond. Now it's a header that sells the Greens into a bit of pressure. Just unable to force her way through at the last with Ash Jordan. Bit of back and forth football here. That ball just running a few inches beyond Rachel Sturton. Stochevsky clashes with Markovski. Salah feasts upon the leftovers. Near Salah, driving goalward. making it 6. Off the substitutes bench, onto the score sheet, Nia Salah. And it's 6 of the best for FC Bulleen Lions. Their largest return on the season. And they are cruising towards those 3 points with 10 minutes remaining. Just in the right place at the right time to pick that ball up was Nia Salah. And then when she saw the space opening up in front of her, the 19-year-old had no compunction about driving inside the penalty area and converting. Bulleen now for the Bentleigh Greens. Trying to come forward and find a consolation. Just get on the score sheet at least if you can, Ali. Trying to keep it in, unable to do so under pressure. So it'll be the third time this season that the Bentleigh Greens have conceded 6 goals in a game. Lost 6-1 against Spring Hills a couple of weeks ago. Suffered an 8-0 defeat against Box Hill, back in round 2. Bunnell. Bumped it to Jordan. Markovski's run denied. Ferreira Bass to Sato. Sousa. Sato trying to turn with Bomford at her back. Giuliani's not going to be able to chase that one down. Markovski. Top of the box, trying the spin moves, the skill moves, the right analog stick, shooting. Blocked away at the last. Bomford's delivery. Again, a big pack forms. Kane flicking a leg out at it, sending it wide. So Bulleen, they're going to look to keep the momentum going next week when they face off against Preston. Bentleigh Greens, meanwhile, they will travel to face Avondale, the Avengers. 2 sides that will have fallen to defeat in round 6, looking to bounce back in round 7 in that one. Other games, we'll see Spring Hills against South Melbourne. Melbourne City against Melbourne Victory in the first Youth Melbourne Derby since the 2 programs entered the Senol NPL Women's Victoria competition in 2026. The Alamein against Heidelberg, Keilor Park against Essendon, and top of the table clash, Boroondara hosting Box Hill here at the Veneno Club. That's one to certainly tune in for if you can. Box Hill, the defending champions, starting the season well. Speaking of starting the season well, Markovski, our golden boot leader now after 6 rounds, cannot get her 4th of the game. So she's now got 9 goals on the season. Maya Markovski, 2 clear of Erin Kite out at Box Hill. Bumford's delivery. Top of the 6-yard box, players flying again. Kane again. Bit of a repetitive theme from some of these corners. Muldeary. Bulleen preparing another foray forward. Salah crossing it to Jordan. Sliding the pass across to Jordan. No, she's Day. Sturton bumping into Miocic. And in the end, the physicality of the Greens will see them give away a free kick. So third now in the Golden Boot race, you've got Sarah Brunner out at Boroondara, who entered to level with Maya Markovski on 6 goals. Then you've got a host of players on 5. Hannah Wilkinson out at Avondale. Judy Kawano at Box Hill. Kelly McGrorty at Essendon. Flick on by Markovski for Jordan. Just blasts her shot high and wide. Margot Clark out at Spring Hill. She's also got 5 on the season, as does Sloane Young of Avondale. So some pretty handy names there. Top the Golden Boot stand-ins after the opening 6 weeks of the season. Bromford's header. Woolacott got in the road. Sato. Andulis unable to keep that one in. Aldieri. Sending it back to Bunnell. Bit of space to move into. Then tried to feed Markovski. Ali knocked off the ball and winning a free kick. Had a big week of VPLW results as well, rounding up. Ringwood, Southern United playing a 3-3 draw. Bundura getting a 6-1 win over Clifton Hill. Ballarat City and Brunswick Juve, who were relegated from the Senol NPLW Women's Victoria last year. They played out a 2-2 draw out in regional Victoria. Eltham beat Bayside Argonauts 3-1. Manningham United, huge win over Banyule, 8-1. The Geelong Galaxy got a 2-0 win over Melbourne Uni, as we see a late change from the Bentleigh Greens. It's going to be Rachel Sturton making way. So, 88th minute, opportunity to make a late sub. Sato flicks it on. Kane battling with Ferreira Bass. Woolacott in there as well. Ali pokes it away. He's got Megan Elliott, who's come on and immediately gone to the striking position, watching on, hoping that a teammate could find a way to get the ball to her. Maybe now. Instead it goes to Ferreira Bass behind her run. Sarah Kane's right there to take it back for the Lionesses. We have a few numbers forward if Salah can find them. Instead, Woolacott takes the ball off her. Miocic collects. Jordan wants Markovski. He's going to find her. She's got 3 to her name tonight. Looking for 4. Has to drag it back under pressure. And she won't get a 4th tonight. Well, she won't get a 4th on that one. Lena Stoichevsky doing ever so well to nip across and deny her. Near Salah. Well, here we go. Markovski looking for 4. She's got 4. On the left boot, over to the dugout. Maya Markovski filling her boots this evening. Seven for FC Bulleen Lions in the final minute of regulation. They're having fun. And play resumes with all of 10 seconds of regulation remaining on the scoreboard here. You can see from Ash Jordan, Bulleen, they're going to continue to press. But we won't have any stoppage time for them to continue those efforts. A 7-0 win for FC Bulleen Lions, their biggest by far of the campaign. They add to the early season pain of the Bentleigh Greens. Still winless in 2026 is the side from southeast Melbourne. FC Bulleen Lions officially now up to 4th on the Senol NPL Women's Victoria table. And absolutely rolling, 4 straight wins. Scoring in bunches. Maya Markovski up to 10 goals now on the campaign with her 4 goals this evening. At least she didn't dab after the 4th like she did the 3rd. And a big 6th round of the Senol NPL Women's Victoria season comes to its conclusion. My name has been Joey Lynch. Thank you ever so much for your company this evening on the NPL Victoria YouTube page. As a reminder, you can catch every game of the Senol NPL Women's Victoria season, every game of the Senol Men's Victoria season, select games from the Nike FC Cup, the Doherty Cup, VPL Men's VPLWs, and maybe some more little goodies along the way on that page. Make sure you're subscribed. Be a friend, tell a friend, get them subscribed as well. For now, though, that is where we'll leave you from David Barrow Stadium at the Veneto Club. The final score here is FC Bulleen Lions 7, the Bentleigh Greens 0. My name has been Joey Lynch. Thanks and success.